we marginalize the homeless so much, and I think we categorize them and think of them as just homeless, as if they were born into homelessness, live in homelessness, have never known another way, have never been another person, or perceive themselves differently. And that's, of course, when you think about that, that's not the case.
Homelessness, especially when you talk about outreaching to those in encampments, it's a larger problem than any one agency can address.
We're reaching out to people in Tent City, and our major challenge is finding the units that they can utilize. We need more public investment to develop the housing stock we need to get people off the street, out of shelters, and into homes.
So if you think about your day-to-day life and what you did today, you woke up, you got ready for work, maybe took a shower, brushed your teeth, got into your closet, got your clothes for the day, drove to work. These are things that aren't accessible. And so when you look at someone and you think, okay, well, why didn't this person just get a job? They don't have all those things that you had this morning available to them.
I've been here about like 6 years with my husband, Robert Thomas Henry, you know, and we doing the best we can do. That's how we can do. People come see us, give us clothes, feed us, but we need our own places now, you know. Things are going, we just asking for help. That's all, we just asking for help to get off the street.
Under 45, about 3.5, 4 years. I've been staying here about 3.5, 4 years. We're not gonna let nobody just walk on stuff, steal your stuff, anything like that. Because over here, it's just family. Ain't nobody gonna walk in your tent, ain't nobody gonna walk in your house. We've been here long enough to know that before we even got here, we was family, you know. So we still look out and we provide for each other, you know.
And so one thing we often forget when we categorize and marginalize homeless people is that these are members of our society. They're members of our city. These are citizens of Dallas that we're dealing with in this tent city. And so the city government has a responsibility to them as their constituents. We as neighbors have a responsibility to each other. So I think there's something innate in humanity that calls for us to love our neighbor, that seeks to help the person in need. And when we abandon that person and deny that innate moral center, it leads to consequences for everyone.
Because see, the shelters are full. We can't go in every shelter because they're full and they got certain things they want us to do. People telling us and what to do, how to do, and when we're supposed to do, and this and that, when to go to bed, and this and that, take shots, do this, do that. We ain't done nothing wrong. We just helping ourselves. We feel by ourselves, you know. We don't have to ask nobody for nothing because we get fed, but the thing I'm saying, we want to be out here right now because it's finna get cold.
I do not want to be under here this winter, but I've had 2 winters on there. It ain't like I ain't gonna be able to handle it, but that's not my preference. I'd rather get out of here, you know. But, you know, if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do.
All the great case management in the world can do nothing if there's no housing unit to put someone in at the end of the day. And that's really what we're facing now with Tent City, is trying to find locations, apartments, landlords that will take our folks.
People often ask, how do you know when someone's housing ready? In my philosophy and opinion, if you're homeless, you're housing ready. And we're developing friendships. It's not that hard to do, and they're authentic. We really mean it. And out of that friendship, there comes the trust that allows people to say, okay, I'll try one more time. But we've got to have the units. If we don't have the units, it's just one more lie.